ENSO job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in troubled waters, night's where the bay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. The mic's where the page goes live again. There we go. Said things were bad and he was feeling down. I told him Thursday's on the way. Meet me at troubled waters, Mike's where the page. We'll be pouring drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase our blues away. We know that we'll be among our friends. Little Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
All right. What's up, everybody? Enjoying the snow video there? A lot of people getting snow right now. Atlanta especially. Oh my goodness. I almost went up there. But didn't want to get stranded in the airport. Well, good morning. It's Friday. Does it feel like Friday? First Friday, second Friday of the new year? It's already January 10th. Talk about time flying, right? That's crazy. Well, anyway, hope you're doing great out there in internet world. It's our little daily brew where we talk weather. Usually very busy during the tropics, as you know, but we like to go live a few times a week during the winter time. Keep everybody up to date, let everybody say hello, and keep up with the doggies. Hunter's doing very well. This is Louie. I got to give equal love. Louie is the OG. We don't want to forget about him. He's like, man, you always talk about Hunter, Dad. What about me? So what are y'all getting out there in the weather? It's freezing. Warming up a little bit here in Florida, luckily for us. Terrible fires, I know, out west. Can't even begin to show or discuss all that out there. That's just beyond my comprehension of how bad things are out there. Reminds me of Hawaii a couple years ago. And Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg had those fires, but they never made it down to the city. But we're going to talk about it. We've got some snow happening right now. I am going to be heading towards the mountains for a day. I'm going to be doing a little bit of video for Fox Live now. So tomorrow you might be flipping the channels and seeing a little bit of MWP on TV. Then we'll be home tomorrow night. So I'm hoping my flight doesn't get canceled. I'm heading to Knoxville, a couple hours. Do some videoing up there in the Knoxville, Gatlinburg, Smoky Mountain area. Get some video. They're expecting 5 inches plus. That's a lot of snow for that area. A little bit more than last time when I was there, that's for sure, in the Gatlinburg area. So yeah, I'll be keeping everybody up to date for that. If it is the weekend here in Florida, You're not late, Serena. It's Florida Friday. Only one place to be, Louie. That would be ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We got a big weekend on tap with the Buccaneers. Buccaneers Saturday night. Make sure you stop by TBBC. They got a brand new beer out, Citrus Grove. Remember it last year. I wonder if I got a can up here from last year. Oh, I don't think I got hats falling everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to do a little post here a little bit. It's Julie's favorite IPA. I don't even know if it's an IPA, but it's orange flavored. I have to be careful. I'm not. Wordage of beer in me is not the best. I just know if it's good or bad. So, ABC and TBBC, it's Friday. We're going to talk a little bit about tropics, believe it or not. Yesterday they got a new ENSO report, but I want to talk about the current radar here in a little bit. There's your current map now. This is all radar indicated. Not sure we're getting any flurries that far south, but I would be willing to bet somebody south of Atlanta is seeing a flurry. Heavy snow. That snow line I was watching yesterday kept going a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower. It's low right now. We're getting Birmingham, parts of Alabama, definitely a little bit lower down into Atlanta now, and Georgia and South Carolina getting in the mix. So, and it's going to continue. The big concern is we got this warm mass of rain coming in behind, which could freeze. Our atmosphere isn't cold enough to snow. It stays warm enough to rain, but the ground's cold enough to freeze, and we could have some big problems on the ground. So they're definitely not, recommending any sort of travel on these roadways, as that ice can pop up out of nowhere across the Mississippi, Alabama, there, Georgia, and Carolina. So, kitchen. Yeah, I had one of them long colds. Lisa, how's Papa John's doing? I miss Papa John's. We used to use Papa John's all the time. Raise 6. Every time the Rays score 6, we would get our Papa John's. 50% off. Kyle, no free beer on the Knoxville flight. Are you on that same flight, Kyle? Please let it happen. It's Allegiant. One way. It's a quick little flight from St. Petersburg. But yeah, a lot of snow. Waiting on the snow. Lisa in Greenville. What's up, Angel Baby? Angel Baby. That's her name. Sounds kind of funny. What's up, Brew Crew? We got our Brew Crew over there. Hey, Brandy, by the way. Brandy over there on our Brew Crew. Furman, a lot of weather in the world. We announced yesterday our benefit Neighbors Helping Neighbors raffle that we did. That generator raised over $3,000 that we did online. So thank you, everybody that donated. Over $3,000 going to the state Florida Disaster Recovery Fund. But Brandy, one of our MWPs over there, won the generator. I was supposed to pick a number, and I picked number 3, and they random drew it, and guess what? Told her she has to be a Dale Earnhardt fan now for life because I picked number 3 because that was my lucky number growing up, number 3. So congrats to Brandy for winning that generator. Gave away 2 generators now in the last couple of days. Oh, let's say a couple more hellos and we'll get into some radar. This is current radar, what we're looking at. Heavy snow across Atlanta right now. Nobody can say bye to Louie. We're going to talk about La Nina here in a second. We got some hurricane weather to talk about. Say bye, buddy. Where's your brother at? I hear him snoring. I just don't know where he's at. Morning, Miss Deborah. Rain in Houston. Yeah, Lisa, hopefully, we can't help everybody, but that money definitely helped a lot of folks in Florida. Florida have a lot of homes still flooded, unfortunately, and just in our state alone. Heck yeah, Bill. Bill wants to know, did I turn the heater on? Yes. Got a little bit of the smell yesterday. I don't know if it kicked into overdrive and hit a heater coil that wasn't being used, but it's like, yep, it's Florida. I smell it. Morning, Miss Amanda. No yellow snow, Melvin. No, 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 no. Now, if we get any, Brenna, yeah, our dog's pretty calm. If we get any, hey, what's up, Robert Bowman? That's right. Snowbirds, man. You got to get your pit spot. Any sort of weird backside snow, we were talking about it. When all this line finally passes through tomorrow morning, it would be any chance of any sort of random flurry tomorrow. So if you're dreaming of a random flurry, then it would be on the backside of this line coming through tomorrow. It would be early, but I'm not giving up. Somebody's going to see a flurry. Just one. That's all I want. Mike the Hype talked about Florida snow 2 weeks ago. But hey, man, it's pretty darn close. Albany right there. We're getting some crossover there. So you might be getting some snow possibly mixing in. And whether or not that's hitting the ground or not, we'll see. But still interesting, right? But anyway, Atlanta's getting a lot right now. Here's current radar. That's some heavy falling precipitation right now coming down diagonally west to east. So a lot of snow, Albany area, heading towards South Carolina there. Down the road, we got this, unfortunately, was posted yesterday. Hazardous cold, 114 to 115. More. Hazardous cold, 115 to 116. More cold. All the way down into Florida. This is next week. What? So that's kind of coming. I was going to show you that. Guess we can look at that. Here's the next 48 hours. Give you an idea what's cooking. This is throughout the day today. It's about noontime. It'll be a miracle if they don't cancel my flight. Once we're in the air. Well, I'll know if they leave at 2 o'clock. They come back home to pick us up. Here's that crossover today. This is 4 o'clock p.m. So we're starting to get that snow passing towards Charlotte, across the mountains. It's still raining in Tennessee there. This is that warm air coming up from the Gulf now that's going to kind of create some havoc with some freezing rain now on the backside. So snow and then freezing rain, never a good combination. So they're worried about a lot of roads throughout the night tonight. This is through this evening. We get in about midnight tonight. We're still going to get some lingering snow in the mountains and Carolinas. Things are going to start breaking up. But now look at over here across Florida. This is that frontal line. This is that cold front coming through. So that's going to, be some sneaky rains tonight. This is overnight tonight, Friday into Saturday morning. So there's your line of rain. So if you're wondering what the heck's going on, it's going to rain tonight across the southeast through Florida. Could make its way through central Florida before daybreak tomorrow. And here's daybreak tomorrow. There's a little bit of snow lingering in the mountains up towards Virginia and Pennsylvania. And there's your rain clearing out of the Outer Banks. And that's some cold rain coming through tomorrow morning. And the cold front's going to pass through by Saturday night. And look at that. Sunday is going to be cold. There's Sunday morning. So, gives you an idea. Passing through. Sunday morning, look at that. Not a thing. Not a thing. How far south will we get any flurries? Let's look at the latest flurry report. And then I want to talk about El Nino. There's that little low pressure. So we got some heavy rain. That's that low pressure that was expected to come up. Kind of interesting this time of year. Low pressure down there across New Orleans. So it's going to be kind of rainy and cold and messy throughout the day today. It's going to be making its way through the Panhandle tonight. And then we're going to have a little bit of leftovers in the morning. So this is where we'll see if there's any moisture. Here's 10 a.m. So the Euro's not showing anything as far as flurry wise goes. A little bit left down in Atlanta in the morning tomorrow. GFS let me down. Oh, look how close though. So there's 2 dots there. Two snowflakes tomorrow. Look how close. It's like they got like, they're so close, so close. This is tomorrow morning. So again, if you're to see some backside freaky little flurry, it would be tomorrow morning. Look how close. We could possibly see a flake. It would be before it got too warm outside, obviously. So there's this 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So that's that. If it was me, I'd be out there tomorrow morning early, looking for that flake. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. But anyway, the moisture is going to be coming through in the morning. There's the last little bit of rain tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So I don't know. Somebody's going to see one. Send it to me, please. And I can say, yeah, it snowed in Florida. It would be in this general area right here around sunrise. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll be looking at that radar reports. A couple of years ago, we had rain or a little bit of snow in Pensacola Airport. But here's tomorrow morning. Still some snow coming down in the mountains. So if you're up there right now, you're going to get some leftover snow in the mornings. Still coming down in the morning. Euro's still showing it. GFS still showing it. Icon's still showing it. That's where hopefully I'll be in the morning for Fox. And NAM's still showing it. So, all right, and then down the road, let's take a look real quick here on Tropical Tidbits, and then we'll talk tropics, and then I gotta go because I'm raising cold in Gainesville, Mike. Hey, is that my internet mic? What's up, E of Jamaica? Let's talk about Jamaica. 3 inches in Watkinsville, Georgia. Sleet and summer, yeah. I'm telling you, it's definitely been an overachiever. When you start hearing people talk about overachieving systems, it started in Texas. The models were not showing enough precipitation, and now the models are. But there was always this big Gulf low. There's always moisture coming up from the Gulf, so that's why I always thought we were going to see more wintry weather in the south. All right, so our next system. What's bringing that cold air? Here's another little system popping up from the Gulf. Out ahead of a front line. This is Monday. Looks like our next cold front just kind of comes in on the back side of that. Let's not go that far out. That's too far out. So we're going to have a little bit of rain on Monday. There's GF. Okay, so there's our next little system. This is Monday, actually pulling up some more juice out of that Gulf of Mexico Monday. So it looks like our next little system could start to get sneaky late Sunday night into Monday as we get into the early part of next week. This is the Euro. This is the GFS. Some more upper Gulf action Monday. And there's this Canadian, so good consistency on that. That looks like the next little front pulling up some moisture. Cold air, obviously. We talked about that. It's going to be cold next week. There's that cold front coming down. Nothing too drastic on the Euro. Nothing too bad. Maybe some 30s, but nothing freezing. This would be Friday the 17th, next following weekend. So just basically the cold sticks around. We can go look at some anomalies here. And just see Sunday colder than normal. Blues and purples are colder. It is going to warm up a little bit though. Look at that, the 19th. So maybe that next little cold front will be it at the end of next week, and then by the following weekend it might start warming up a little bit. Here's the 19th of next week. GFS showing the same thing. So we could have a little warm up temporarily. And then look at that, another big old blast cold comes in. Blah. No, doesn't last long. That's a big old 16 degree below normal. Geez, that's the 21st. Yeah. Oh boy. So there's another big blast cold coming down around the 21st. So we have nothing, no end in sight. It's going to be cold. So, let's see old Jamaica real quick since we got our buddy Ian down there. Kind of look at moisture. I like to look at the moisture map. Kind of gives you a sense of where the fronts are down that way. So here's the front. The one from Monday brewing right here. Yeah, it might make its way through Jamaica next Thursday. It kind of gets through Bermuda too. So next week's front tries to get down there that far south. But yeah, you can see that. We can go confirm it here on the windy map. I bet you middle of next week for Jamaica it cools off. A little bit. 70, 73. Not much. Maybe 69 down there. Maybe 69 on Thursday of next week. Is that a cold front? But look at that. There's 39 in Tampa a week from next week. So here's next Friday morning. 35 in Cape Coral. Of course, the GFS is a little different, but it just kind of gives you the idea that we got another cold front coming this time next week. 39 in Spring Hill. As we see with winter maps, it's impossible to go past about a 4 or 5 day window. You just kind of got to know, spot what's next. We do have some upper juice brewing for Monday here next week. So that's a definite. Guaranteed next Monday. Okay, that'll be my screenshot. So the next Gulf juice pulls up next Monday. All right. So I posted this yesterday. Let's talk about tropics and then we'll go. That's right, Rob. We're supposed to be cold. Mr. Hall, what's up, Mr. Mark? Yeah. All right, so they announced yesterday we starting to already, believe it or not, people are already going to start working on Tropic Talk for next season. Doesn't, hey, comes quick. All right, so one big player in tropics is always called ENSO, La Nina, El Nino, and typically when we're in the blue time frame or even the gray time frame, we have higher than normal numbers in the Atlantic. And typically when we're in La Nina or neutral, more storms push west towards the Caribbean and U.S. So the graph shows you that we're in current La Nina, and it's expected to maybe fizzle down into a neutral pattern, but then you start to see it build back up here. This is June, July, August, September, October. So you can see the blues starting to catch up back to neutral. Not a lot of high confidence that far out, but it's a trend, and you can kind of see that the trend is blue-gray above red, which is La Nina and neutral. So what does that mean? Well, it means nothing really. We've had storms during El Nino years that we weren't supposed to. We've had storms, very busy years that were all fish storms. So it's really nothing to get worked up about, except we know one thing, and that is typically when we have a El Nino versus La Nina year, we get a lot more action west. And you pull up 2020, you kind of see that. You see very little out here, but you see a lot over here. We fast forward to a El Nino year, which typically means less storms. 2023, for example. We see a lot out here, very little over here. So typically we're in El Nino. The pattern typically means we have a lot of wind shear, very little activity here. Our Bermuda high stays over here, more storms recurve in this general area. When we are in La Nina, that service unavailable. Try it again. There you go. So when we're in La Nina or La neutral pattern, there's not a lot of wind shear here, allowing more systems to go this way. The Bermuda high is stronger, and we get a lot more action here. So, and that's kind of what we saw last year. Even 2024 was a La Nina year. They don't have it up yet, but we have this graphics close enough. Preliminary. Even though it wasn't a tremendous amount of storms last year, 18 is still above average. You can see that there was more concentration that seemed like this way than out here, and that's because we had a strong high in place, and that allowed. So anyway, that's kind of the pattern when we have a La Nina neutral pattern. A little bit more activity in the Caribbean westward. And some of the graphics that show you why when we're under El Nino, which is the opposite of La Nina, fewer hurricanes due to more wind shear. But I remind everybody during that year we had Michael and Idalia figure out a way to go north. And then La Nina, which we were last year and likely maybe this year, less crossover trade winds, more time for hurricanes to get going in this general area. So preliminary, but this is what they're going to start looking at when they start doing their preseason forecasts. So big news in the tropics world, really, as far as if you're into long range predictions and why they might say above average season because of stuff like that. So I believe it. So that's about it. Jim Cantori is in Nashville. Lucky him. Hope he gets to enjoy the bars tonight. I'm going to go to the Gatlinburg Brew House. They have an awesome pizza. Hoping to get some video. I got my drone footage or drone video I'm taking with me, so we'll see if we get some nice video from downtown Gatlinburg tonight with the lights. And in the morning. So that's it. Hopefully go to the Bucks game. Emily's birthday's on Sunday, so I'm gonna look around for that. Just ready for what's next in the weather world. Remember, it's gonna be a crazy month for me. February is very busy, so we won't be live a lot, but we'll be back to normal soon enough. Every year it's this way, very sporadic. But I'll be back live Monday. That we always put right there when our next daily brew is. Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week, and then probably Monday, Wednesday, and that's it for a little bit. I got to go to Orlando for a week. But yeah, you're welcome, Miss Loretta Reed. That's right, Southern Cold Ashley. 50 degrees in Florida is like 10 degrees in Minnesota. Prove me wrong. That's right, Raphael. Nino and La Nina are brothers and sisters. Thank you, Miss Marianne. I'll tell her. That's right, Shelley. What's normal? I do not know. Got Christmas down, I will say. Big day in our house. I got 80% of everything up in the attic. A big day for me. We had to throw our Christmas tree away. Every year we had to add a string of lights, and then this year, the last string that was working So we had lights on lights that didn't work. And it was a spinning tree, and the bearing gap wiggled loose. So this year the tree was doing this. So I actually put a little shoe glue and super glue, and the one put a little wedge in it, and it sealed it. And then I lowered that leg, so it actually worked. But when you have a Christmas tree held together with super glue, shoe glue, a wedged piece of picture hanger wood, and 3 strings of lights that aren't supposed to be on there, I think it's time. So, so we had to get rid of it. It's an attic air Christmas. My neighbors are astonished at how much stuff I can get in that attic. They're like, "Where's all that crap go?" Oh, anyway, so hey, listen, we'll be posting a lot here, as I possibly will be going up to do a little snow coverage for a day and then back home tomorrow night. So look for that. Kind of excited about it. See if I can get some good footage. But stay warm out there. It's chilly. Here's that low pressure system that's skirting across the coast. Currently along the upper Gulf. Crazy little system, right? Bringing some storms too. Could be some storms across the upper Gulf. Nothing too severe, but we do have a light green risk as our storms come in off the Gulf of Mexico. So don't be surprised we get some sneaky little thunderstorms across the upper Gulf Coast today. Should be gone by tomorrow. Nothing tomorrow. So it'll be a good weekend. All this will be gone by tomorrow. Just be careful out there driving. There's going to be ice on top of this. As soon as the snow passes, there's going to be cold rain, which could equate to ice. So we got to watch out for that. Let's take a look here. The latest National Weather Service ice accumulation forecast. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's some pretty heavy numbers across Georgia there. So still could be a bad travel situation across northern Georgia here this afternoon and into tomorrow. Most of this falls this evening into overnight hours. So definitely be careful out there. If you got anybody driving, just because you think the snow's done, it's cold rain that freezes, all right? So this ice could be the big story, unfortunately, after the snow there in northern Georgia. So, all right. See y'all Monday. Watch for me on TV. We get some snow coverage, all right? Have a great Friday. Make sure you hit up ABC Fine Wine and Spirits and check out TBBC's new Citrus Grove, the taste of Florida. Oranges on the can.